It's time for us to have a conversation via art display. And for that, this morning on Wake Up Nigeria, we have Diipo Akinsete. He is a visual artist whose style of expression is contemporary African art, Afro-surrealism, and expressionism. His themes are focused on identity, culture, history, social justice as well. It's such a pleasure to have you in the studio with us.
Good morning.
Good morning indeed. Now, visual artists, I like the fact that you're direct about that, because I'm always curious about what kind of art my guest is into, so to speak. And so when you talk about surrealism, what exactly are you looking at?
You see, art has different what you believe in, but my own is a mixture of surrealism into expressionism. It's more of like my dream, my vision is about instinct.
The surreal.
Yes, it's instinct. It's about what is that thing in your mind that you're trying to express. And in surrealism, you break all rules when it comes to art. You're not even guided. You're only guided by your thoughts and your dreams and the vision you have in your head.
All right. So what inspires you when you want to go into your drawings or your paintings, as the case may be? What is it that you look out for? You just talked about the surreal aspect of it. You've also mentioned the expressionism. But when you're about to start, what is it that drives you? Is it some picture you saw, or maybe thoughts that you're trying to form? What is it?
Really, I have a lot of things that drives me. But you'll be surprised that droplets of water is my greatest inspiration.
Wow.
So when I was growing up, I like rain. So the moment the rain is falling, I'm there, I go back in, pick my pencil and draw.
Okay.
So as I was growing up, I have a mentor, he's a Frenchman. So he was one that was like teaching me that, how do you feel at this point? So I was able to discover that droplets of water is my greatest inspiration.
Wow.
So in my house, if my shower is not working, I'm in trouble.
Stop it.
Yes.
So your shower, you have to be close to it, or you have to hear it.
The moment I'm having my bath and it's dropping, the inspiration comes. So my shower must work.
Wow.
Yes.
That's an interesting inspiration. I'm actually amazed at that.
Yeah.
Wow. Droplets of water.
Yes.
Okay. So let's say, for example, you are out at a meeting and all, you need to hear droplets of water, and that would further inspire you.
No, it depends. Because sometimes there are other things that inspire, probably my environment or what people say or what people do. But the greatest is water.
Wow, that's actually amazing. As simple as it is, yet it's powerful, especially when it comes to putting your art together. Now let's talk about your artworks. Now you have a few here, and I'm very curious about them. Let's start off from far right. That one with the vivid yellow. What is it about?
The first one?
Yes.
Normally, if you look at it, the message is huge. If I'm a free thinker, you know, we have people have religious belief.
Yeah.
Me, I'm a free thinker. But a Christian will look at it as Christ carrying probably the cross.
The cross, okay.
But it's more of a burden to me. I see it as burdened because in life, there's something that weighs us down. So it's now your ability to be able to carry it along. Christ was able to carry his own cross when he was going for crucifixion. That is his own burden, burden on mankind. So it now depends on what you have as your own burden. You know, if you look at the Nigerian context, people like Shakpa, you know, all this hunger and all those things, that is a burden. So the artwork is representing the burden of mankind.
Wow. So that's what you call it. What's it called?
Burden.
Burden.
Yes.
Wow. What about this huge one?
Yeah. That big one is a vision.
A vision?
A vision
Okay,
of...
so before we move to the big one, what kind of art would you call the burden?
It's more or less like expression.
Yeah,
yes.
Expressionism. So this one, the bigger one, what is it?
Yeah, I grew up in a community called Mushi.
Mushi, okay.
Yes. All my life has been Mushi. And I have a vision of how I want Mushin to look like in
with
2070.
The skyscrapers
Yes.
in 2070.
So that's Mushin in 2070.
I like it.
So
that's nice.
That's
so
my
this
vision.
is surreal.
Yes,
definitely. Because this is your dream, your vision. Mushi in 2070. That's how many years from now? That's about 45 years.
Yes.
Wow. Anything can happen.
Definitely, we're working towards it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mushi in
It's
2017. So that's the name. That's
the title. Yeah.
Mushi in 2017.
Yes.
Wow, interesting. I like it. Okay, so now let's talk about this one.
Ozu.
My
it's
goodness.
all about Ozu. It's life, Ozu. The society, everything we do is also, even probably my environment, Mushi, you know, it's like energy. If you look at most of all my works, you see more of yellow because that's the energy. So this artwork is representing our Ozu in life.
Wow.
It's just
is this
like,
not the boss?
It's a boss, yes. It's
Okay,
a
because from the angle,
yes.
I could not make it out well.
Maybe
but
you
I
did
think,
because the way you're sitting.
Yeah, so this is a boss.
Yes.
That's a conductor, isn't it?
So calling the passengers in.
I see a lot of Mushi influence in your artworks, and I find it really exciting. No, honestly, see, some artworks are based, you would always tell what the person has been exposed to,
Yes.
the person's background, and then some people try to stifle it, but somehow it seeps in. But you, I love the way you own it, and it shows in your artwork. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's beautiful.
Thank
What
you.
is that one?
Well,
what is this one called though? Hustle, right?
This is
So this
Hustle.
is Hustle, this is Mushi in 2070, and
that's
that
Burden.
is Burden.
Burden.
So which is this?
This is another vision. This is Idioro in 2060.
Idioro in 2060. Okay,
Yes.
of course we know Idioro is next to Mushi.
Mushi, so it's
But
Mushi.
Idioro in 2060. My goodness. I'm actually now tempted to ask you which of the streets, is it the main streets or is there a particular area of Idioro that you are hoping will be like this?
It's the whole of Idioro because we have many streets that comprises of Idioro.
This is lovely. And they look even better on screen because there's something about the colors you use. They're so vivid and beautiful, like they're bold. So Mushi in 2070, Idioro in 2060. Why do you think Idioro will achieve this before Mushi?
Actually, is if you look at the two artworks, this is more complex. This, because this is just a graduation to that. So we are having this in 2060, and by 2070 we should be able to have that
this
as well.
In Mushi.
Yes.
Okay. So Idioro in 2060, Mushi in 2070. Now, your other artworks, of course, there are different things and themes that they're involved in. Can you name some of your other artworks?
I've done so many.
I can imagine.
So many. There's one I did that to do with the lantern, Atupa. You know, I found out that this generation, they don't really relate with what we used to have when we were young.
Pointing kerosene.
You know, when we were young, they want to read.
Changing the wig.
The Atupa. And you know, there's one thing about our parents then. The moment you break that particular glass, you know, the kind of beating.
Some are showing on the screen.
Okay, this one is the love of a mother.
The love of a mother.
That is a mother with a boy in the middle and a girl.
Okay.
There, that's the love of a mother.
Love of a mother again.
That's the love of a mother. That's the love of a mother.
You're obviously, are you close to your mom?
Yes, I grew up with women.
Oh,
I have 3 sisters before me.
Oh my God.
So all my training, like, is just them.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet.
That's
Wow, I love your artworks. They're just beautiful. I really do love them. So we were talking about Atupa and how many young people didn't grow up with lanterns.
You know, when we were growing up then, when we need to read, we always had to, you know, that lantern.
Yes.
There's a lantern.
Yeah.
And there's...
When you break the glass.
When you break the glass, you know that knock that our parents used to give us on our head then. So it's just something if you look at most of my works, I didn't disconnect myself from
your roots.
My roots.
Yeah.
So it's like I connect, that is the work I'm talking about.
That's the Atupa.
That is the Atupa, that's the lantern. So it's that message. And funny enough, I've done more than 10 to 15 of these works.
It's
I keep on doing it. People keep
getting
rebuying.
it. Yeah.
2 weeks ago, somebody came from UK. He said he wants
Atupa.
that particular Atupa thing. That
Wow.
he wants his children to relate with his root.
And you know,
also.
that's something with your art. It's something, it has a bit of nostalgia as well. It's futuristic and at the same time, it's nostalgic.
Yes.
It's beautiful. Really, I must commend you for all you've been doing with your artworks. They're lovely. I wish you well as you progress, of course, in your career.
Thank you
so
so much.
much for your time.
Thank you for thanking me.
So you said earlier.
Yes, that's
Thank you. All right, at this point, we have to take a break. You're watching Wake Up Nigeria. To stay with us, we'll be right back.